Welcome to Principal Tian's Comeback Journey. Today we talk about why bad boys always get the spotlight and just how much Principal Seymour admires him. Tian doesn't favor Seymour, and there's a reason. Seymour often seems naive. Tian was invited to speak and could bring another principal, but chose someone else, leaving Seymour awkward. Seymour spends a moment feeling like he didn't train enough, but soon enough he's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just quit. Bart won't let him. After years of me torturing you, you want to give up just because of a little bump in the road. Seymour reflects on those years, thinking, wow, I'm resilient. He decides to get back on the horse because as long as you keep trying, the universe will give you a chance. Just as Tian's leaving, he hears another principal's in trouble. Someone else preemptively booked another principal, leaving Seymour panicking. Don't leave me behind. I need to catch my flight. On the plane, Tian is sweating bullets, realizing he needs anxiety meds to even sit still. When Seymour accidentally drags away his luggage, Tian loses it. Oh no, is the universe messing with me? Desperate, he turns to his mom, who is not exactly the most dependable help. And surprisingly, his mom flat out rejects him like she's squashing a cockroach. It's kind of funny, actually. But she chose to give him a chance. He must be one I admire most. Turns out this ride is a bit dangerous. The principal starts chatting away, and Tian is rolling his eyes and what a bad idea. He thinks to himself, it's better than riding with a crow any day. Unfortunately, dealing with the back, he's become both driver and commander. Ultimately, both of them end up in court for reckless driving, looking super glum in front of the judge. The judge is sitting in her office, watching her TV dramas, with a look of extreme fury on her face. Not only does he win the judge's mercy, he nearly scams her out of her car. Seymour decides to take Tian to a bar for some drinks, the best remedy for the soul. But this bar was anything but ordinary. They only served energy gels and oxygen tanks. Tian exclaims, "This is a choice for the dying," as a rider stands up, revealing legs that seem oddly disproportionate. As the group of riders begins to chase after them, Seymour simply feels like running away again. In a critical moment, Seymour bolts out faster than Tian's desperate pleas. As the riders close in, Tian's mind spirals into all kinds of horror scenarios. Just then, Seymour returns like a lone wolf, making the riders burst out laughing. Subtitles: his tenacious spirit naturally draws in a group of retired soldiers. Though they walk slowly, their combat power is incredibly high. Turns out, he had a plan all along. There just happened to be a veterans event nearby. He had even set up the lodging ahead of time and swapped some points for drinks. Tonight was definitely going to be a hit. Tian seems to have a change of heart about Seymour. It's true, the ones who sleep usually get the best ideas. At breakfast, Seymour thinks about calling his mom only to bump into Tian on the phone. Tian is calling the ill principal. Speaking highly of Seymour, it seems to be going smoothly. But upon hearing this, Seymour nearly explodes. All these years I fought for respect, and it turns out it was just a joke. Tian suddenly gets angry, saying, I'm so done with you nagging after all these years. I'm cutting ties. Seymour's efforts reared their head at that moment to get this chance. I've given everything I've got. I've put up with so much, yet was hesitant to hurt your feelings. Finally, Tian managed to hitch a ride, just making it to the event before the speech began. Meanwhile, Seymour speeds off in a fury, nearly losing his license to speed. In a rush, he pulls out the speech only to realize he's wearing Tian's jacket. Tian is losing it, so he prepares to take the stage with his inner monologue. He turned his speech into a principal roast, instantly resonating. After letting out his emotions, Tian comes to realize that he had once been saved, and at the very beginning, Seymour held a great deal of respect for Tian. but Kaikan brushes it off only when they head to falling out did things start to feel more equal. Equality in relationships sometimes requires an opportunity, but the key factor is whether you're willing to take. In important disputes, the definition of unity always leaves room for negotiation. In reality, the subtle relationships between people need constant adjustment. If people only endure, they'll only invite more trouble. And don't expect things to just disappear. Those troubles come rushing in like the pressure of the atmosphere.